For the squat to the chair, you can use a chair. I'm going to use a box in this example, but something that's slightly above 90 degrees or about 90 degrees, maybe slightly below, but I would start a little bit higher to begin with, and then you can always go a little bit lower after that. So the first thing maybe do, stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. I want you to reach your hands straight ahead just to counterbalance you, and you're going to sit back into your hips. I want you to sit all the way down, totally rest your weight here, and then keep those hands out. Before you go back up, I want you to drive as hard as you can through those heels. Keep driving and try to go straight up. You're gonna notice the tendency is gonna be to rock forward and then come up. So as best you can, if there's a wall right in front of your face, try not to hit that wall and bring everything up together. You might have a little rock initially, but the goal is to get less and less of that rock as you go. So a couple tips here. Your feet, you want to keep your weight centered in your feet. So even though your hips are shifting back, the more centered you are through your feet, the more stable you're going to be here. The tendency, especially as you're going up, is to let your toes come off the ground, and then you have a really unstable base to push from. So keep those feet cushioned into the ground the whole time, both the front and the back of the feet, and then really drive and bring everything straight up from there. The other thing from the front on view is knees tend to want to cave in here on the way down or the way up, which can cause a little knee pain. So we want to get these outside hip stabilizers turned on. So don't let those knees cave in. You don't need to actively push them away. But a good way to think about that is if you think about trying to make a crack through the ground under here, feel like your feet are kind of trying to spread the floor apart this way. As you push apart with the feet there, just feel a little activation through the hips, and those knees should stay tracking right over the feet the whole time. From the side view, again, focus on sitting back with your hips first. The tendency is going to be for those knees to come forward and your hips to go straight down. That's going to put a little too much force in the knees. We want hips leading the way here. Stick your butt back, sit on the chair, and then drive, engage everything first, and then try to bring everything up together. If that feels easy, I would start with no weight initially. Probably the first couple workouts, no weight. If that starts to feel easy though, you can add in a med ball. This one's 8 pounds. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. All this is really going to do is counterbalance you a little bit and engage the core a little bit more. So just hold here, elbows in, hold the ball a little bit in front of you. Squat down, drive to those heels, stand up tall. Same thing from the side view. Elbows in, just slightly out in front of you with that med ball. Squat down to the chair, re-engage everything, drive, stand up tall at the top.